My friends, tonight a historic victory is within our grasp, a victory we do not seek in the name of our party, but for America's hardworking families. It will be a victory for our country, restoring checks and balances in our Constitution, honoring the vision of our founders, the sacrifice of our men and women in uniform, and the aspirations of our children. What is at stake in this election is nothing less than the health and financial security of America's seniors and hardworking families. We have shown the key contrast between Republican special interest record and the Democratic record for the people. Democrats will lower health care costs and prescription drug prices for seniors and families across America. Instead, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans have put Medicare and Medicaid on the chopping block and will continue their cool assault on the protections for people with pre-existing conditions. Democrats will raise workers' wages with strong economic growth by rebuilding America. Instead, Republicans stack the economy further against working men and women and more toward big corporations and the wealthiest 1%. Democrats will clean up corruption to make Washington work for the American people. Republicans will only continue the toxic GOP culture of cronyism, incompetence, and corruption that grows more brazen and more destructive every day. We have seen Washington Republicans work relentlessly to distract, divide, and cover up anything to shift the focus from the GOP's tax scam for the rich and their cruel campaign to take away America's health care. But we don't agonize, we organize. Many of you and across the country are volunteers in politics, our VIPs, women and men mobilized in historic numbers. You and they saw that this GOP Congress was doing and refusing what was doing, and they refused to stand silent. I tell them and tell you, every step you took, every door you knocked, every text you sent, every conversation you had have made the difference between winning and losing in this election. Thanks to you, we have owned the ground. These volunteers and you are attracted and inspired by an incredible new generation of Democratic candidates who have connected their vision and their values with those of the American people, their constituents. When Democrats win, and we will win tonight, we will have a Congress that is open, transparent, and accountable to the American people. We will strive for bipartisanship, seeking common ground, as we are responsible to do, but when we can't find that common ground, standing our ground. We will work for the boldest common denominator. We will boldest common denominator. And so, this evening, we strive for, and when we win, we will strive for unity because we must honor the guidance of our founders. They did so much in our Declaration, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but they gave us guidance, e pluribus unum, from many, one. They didn't know how many we would be or how different we'd be from each other, but they knew we had to strive for oneness, for unity, and that's what we intend to do in a nonpartisan way. Republicans have their dark money and their dark message of division, but again, we have the excellence of an extraordinary generation of dynamic candidates. Let's hear it for our candidates across the country. The energy of the grassroots. Let's hear it for the grassroots. And under the leadership of Ben Ray Lujan, the determination to win. Across the country, our volunteers in politics, our VIPs, must continue to get out the vote. Get out the vote. Keep it going. Walk those precincts. Knock those doors. Make those calls. Text those messages. Get out the vote. So I ask all of you here, are you ready to take back the House for working men and women? Are you ready to help more Democratic candidates win? Are you ready for a great Democratic victory? I thought so. Onward to victory. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you all very much.